The Cursed Woods. In a small, secluded village named Willowbrook, nestled deep within the heart of a dense and sinister forest, the villagers had long lived in fear of the malevolent witches who resided nearby. The woods, known as the Cursed Woods, were a place shrouded in darkness and secrecy, where the echoes of eerie incantations could be heard on the wind. The witches of the Cursed Woods were said to possess unnatural powers, harnessing dark magic that sent shivers down the spines of those who dared to speak their names. Their huts were hidden deep within the thicket of gnarled trees, concealed by twisting vines and ominous shadows. It was whispered that they lured unsuspecting souls into their clutches, and that those who entered their realm never returned. Among the villagers was a young woman named Alice, known for her fiery spirit and a determination that set her apart. She had grown up hearing the tales of the witches and had always been drawn to the mysteries of the forest. As a child, she would often wander to the edge of the Cursed Woods, her curiosity ignited by the legends that surrounded it. One moonless night, a sinister fog settled upon Willowbrook, casting a gloom over the village. Whispers of the witch's malevolence grew louder, and fear clung to the villagers like a suffocating cloak. It was during this eerie night that Alice's younger brother Samuel disappeared. He had ventured too close to the woods in search of his missing cat, and he never returned. Desperation gripped Alice's heart as she clung to a faint hope that her brother might still be alive. With determination in her eyes, she made a life-altering decision. She would venture into the Cursed Woods herself, defy the witches, and find her brother. Armed with nothing but a small lantern and a heart full of courage, Alice entered the sinister woods. Shadows danced and whispered around her, and the eerie hoot of an owl sent a chill down her spine. Her lantern's feeble glow struggled to pierce the darkness that surrounded her. Deeper into the woods she went, following the faint sound of her brother's voice. It was as if the very trees conspired against her, their branches reaching out like skeletal hands to obstruct her path. At every step, the eerie incantations grew louder, a dissonant chorus of dark magic that sent shivers through her very soul. As she ventured deeper, the witches' lairs came into view, decrepit huts that seemed to leer at her with malevolence. And there, in the heart of the Cursed Woods, she found her brother, imprisoned in a web of shadows. The witches, their twisted forms obscured by darkness, cackled with glee. But Alice's determination burned brighter than any darkness that dared confront her. She raised her lantern high, and its feeble glow grew stronger, casting a defiant light upon the witches. She challenged their dark magic with a magic of her own, a fierce love for her brother and an unbreakable spirit. The witches recoiled from the light, their sinister spells faltering. Alice's courage ignited a spark that banished the shadows, and in the face of her unwavering determination, the witches were powerless. The forest itself seemed to respond to her resolve, aiding her in her battle against the malevolent beings. With a surge of newfound strength, Alice reached out and broke the enchantment that held her brother captive. As the witches fled into the darkest corners of the woods, she and Samuel returned to the village. The curse of the Cursed Woods lifted. The tale of Alice's bravery and the vanquishing of the witches became a legend in Willowbrook. No longer would the villagers live in fear of the sinister forest. The Cursed Woods, once a place of dread, were now a symbol of courage and the indomitable human spirit. As for Alice, she had not only saved her brother, but had also unveiled the truth about the witches of the Cursed Woods. They were not all powerful, but rather Their strength derived from the fear of those they tormented. In the end, it was Alice's bravery that shattered their dark reign and brought light to a village that had long lived in shadows. The End. Subscribe for more horror fantasy tales by Tales of Fantasy by AI.